I am very proud of the relationships that we are building up throughout the world. And one of the strongest relationships, I believe, has been our relationships with China. I am convinced that the economic future of our city depends upon the willingness to seek opportunities around the world, Asia and China especially. Participating successfully in the global economy is, and we have been doing that, is the key to creating jobs here of the future for our residents, not only in Chicago and the region, but in the Midwest and, of course, America. At the same time, having a strong relationship with China to build their economy as well. It's a two-way street. It isn't one way, it is a two-way street. And that's what you have to understand in international trade. It helps both trading partners to build economic development and jobs within their own country, and especially within their own city. 2 months ago, we were very pleased to welcome President Hu Jintao of the People's Republic of China to our city. And he was invited to the White House, Washington, D.C., and of course, he went to the Washington, D.C., but he only selected one city in America, one city to visit. And that was one of the greatest honors that I have received as mayor for 22 years, that the president of China decided to come to only one city, and that was Chicago. And one of the local newspapers called it a coup that Chicago was the only stop President Hu made in the United States besides Washington, D.C. And we were honored that he came to Chicago. And the question is, why did he come to Chicago? Well, I believe his visit was a result in part of the great deal of efforts we have focused in recent years on developing economic and cultural relationships with China. President Hu came to Chicago because our city is the key to a robust and diverse economy of the American Midwest. He came to Chicago because of our pro-business, and I understand pro-business attitude and understanding, which is something we have maintained in Chicago since I've been mayor. In short, President Hu came to Chicago because of all that we have achieved in the past, and most importantly, the promising economic future. The greatness of Chicago was always willing to change and don't live in the past. Chicago Fire, Columbian Exposition, industrialization, all the things we have had, but we are willing to change. Most cities will live in the past. You can't live in the past. You respect the past, and you appreciate the past, but you live in the present, but most important, you look into the future. And that's why we're here at Skidmore, Owens, and Merrill about the future of what can be in urban communities, and not only here in Chicago, but all throughout the world. We are pleased with every President Hu's visit here in the city. Pleased because we're anxious to build our relationships, and the implication of him visiting here was important throughout the world, especially in China. And that's why today I'm announcing the start of a Chicago-China Friendship Initiative campaign. Its goal is to raise the city's profile as a center of international commerce and establish Chicago as a China-friendly city, as the most China-friendly city in the United States. I will leave for China tomorrow with a delegation of Chicago business leaders, some of whom are with us today, to introduce the campaign to the Chinese government and business leaders in 5 cities and tell them why Chicago is an ideal location for business and matchless destinations for leisure travelers. The great potential of the rising China economy has generated a lot of activity by the United States and municipalities competing with Chicago for Chinese investments. We need to build on our previous success on President Hu's visit to further elevate Chicago's image in China. There has never been a better time to expand the city's connections with China, and no other American city is so committed to a long-term strategy of friendship and cooperation with China as Chicago. The theme of the initiative is Chicago, the heart of America. We selected the heart as a symbol of the campaign for several reasons. Because of the city's central geographical location in the United States. Because of its historic continuing role as the business, financial, transportation, and cultural and manufacturing center of the Midwest. Because of the welcoming attitude towards business. We welcome business to our city. Because of the friendly people and collaboration spirit. I'd like to thank World Business Chicago for organizing this initiative, the Chicago Chamber of Commerce, the Chicago Council on Global Affairs, the Chicago Convention and Tourism Bureau, the Chicago China Economic Development Center, and all the corporate sponsors for the support they have given to this project. The campaign will include a combination of multimedia advertising and personal contact that builds on Chicago's already strong ties with China. It will be supported by a permanent committee composed of Chicago business and civic leaders who will analyze the Chicago business climate, make recommendations on ways to expand the reach of the campaign. The executive committee will be chaired by Bruce Rauner, the chairman in Convention Bureau and Tourism, Daniel Ostian, chairman and president and CEO of Navistar, which is one of the sponsors. Chicago business leaders will make a return trip to China in June, coordinated by the Chicago China Economic Development Center, which is the city's economic development office in Shanghai. And we hope to promote it, and not by spending any taxpayers' money, please, I hope the press puts that down, is to promote this in June, July, August, September, October, having ongoing visits of business leaders and civic leaders to various cities as the Council General and others recommend for us to visit and work with from city to city and from region to region, which is really important. We have worked very closely with Councilor Young, for as a great Council General who is very committed in promoting not only China, but also the city of Chicago in the Midwest in the United States, which we deeply appreciate. In September, the Development Center will sponsor a CEO roundtable in Chicago to report on its progress. And this is going to be an ongoing effort to really promote Chicago, its region in the Midwest. We'll be taking up with us two videos originally produced as part of the Chicago 2016 initiative that have been reworked for Chicago, the heart of America. It's another one of the ways in which the legacy and hard work of the 2016 efforts continue to benefit the residents of Chicago. In 2016, we were basically placed on the map throughout the world for the 2016 experience that we went through. We'll also take a 30-second television ad and print ads that will be used as part of the campaign, which highlight the aspects of Chicago that would have the most impact in China. I want to thank downtown partners, Edelman, Jaskula Turman, all of whom produce pro bono services to assist in developing marketing and communication elements of the campaign. I want to thank, of course, Skidmore, Owens & Merrill for hosting us this morning. They have worked on more than 150 projects in more than 30 Chinese cities. You can see some of the work right here. And Chicago's, the heart of America, will be market Chicago as America's most diverse metropolitan economy. I will tell the Chinese leaders that it is the business service capital of the Midwest. It is the second financial center in the United States. It is a manufacturing leader in many, many fields. It is a leader in the area of applied technologies. It is the United States' top business travel destination and #1 U.S. for air travel, rail, freight, intermodal, trucking, and distribution. The campaign will stress that because of these characteristics, there are many opportunities for foreign investors and some special areas of emphasis for China, such as headquarter operation, renewable energy, particularly with wind power operations, office and distribution centers, finance and transportation, food sector operations, telecommunication and information technology, assembly, and manufacturing. And there are a number of potential sites in an area in Chicago that are available for immediate development, such as the former Michael Reese Hospital property, the former U.S. Steel Southworks property. In addition, the campaign will tell the Chinese that Chicago offers the best access to U.S. marketplaces, a high-quality workforce, top-tier international business services, and a large regional market. We'll tell them that across the board, costs in Chicago are less than U.S. coastal competitions. This initiative adds an important new component to our long-term strategy to secure Chicago's economic future in the global economy. Standard & Poor's already ranks us among the world's top 10 economic centers. And last year, Foreign Policy magazine ranked the city of Chicago #6 among global cities worldwide. This shows how much influence a city can have beyond its borders, and that our ability to cope with the global recession is being noticed on the international level. But there's much more work to be done. China is one of the primary places to do it. They understand the importance of a city as an economic center. It is our job to show them how mutually beneficial the economic and cultural relationship between Chicago and China can be. The heart keeps the body alive, and we believe that Chicago, the heart of America, its global partners can generate the type of economic activity that ensures we are attracting business and tourism to create the jobs of the future and keep our economy alive and healthy. Thank you very much.